After Pro.
Hi guys, for this video I will discuss another way to solve complex networks. Instead of branch circuit currents just like what we use in the previous procedures of Kirchhoff's law, we will use loop or mesh current. By the way, examples are discussed at the end of this video, so make sure to finish watching. Also guys, please make sure to like, share and subscribe for more videos. In this circuit, we have 3 loops or meshes of currents. But if we use the procedure of Kirchhoff's current law or KCL, we will have 5 branches of currents. So we can say that complex circuit can easily simplify using this loop or mesh currents. For that portion, I1 is the current delivered by the source E sub A, and also current flowing at R1 but not the current flowing at RA. To solve for the current flowing at RA, it will be the algebraic sum of the I1 and I2, which can be simplified I1 minus I2. In this portion it will be the same. The current flowing at R2 will be equal to I2 but not at RB. The current flowing at RB will be the algebraic sum of the I2 and I3, which can be simplified I2 minus I3. We can say that current delivered at E sub B and R3 will be equal to I3. After I indicate the 3 loop currents, we can now write the voltage equations using Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL. For loop 1, plus E sub A, minus I1 times quantity R1 plus R2, plus I2 times RA equals 0. Next for the loop 2, I2 times quantity, RA plus R2 plus RB, plus I1 RA plus I3 RB equals 0. And then for the last loop, I3 times quantity, RB plus R3, plus I2 RB minus E sub B equals 0. Guys, to easily solve this with 3 unknowns, I rearranged it and we will use determinants. After rearranging the 3 equations, we go now to the example. Using that circuit, the following values are given. E sub A equals 120 volts, E sub B equals 105 volts, R1 and R3 equals 1.5 ohms, R2 equals 3 ohms, RA equals 21 ohms and RB equals 6 ohms. So, calculate for loop currents I1, I2 and I3, load current IA and IB and the load power P sub A and P sub B. Substituting the values in the 3 equations we have will have. For loop 1, I1 times quantity, 1.5 plus 21, plus I2 times 21, equals minus 120. Simplifying. Minus 22.5 I1 plus 21 I2 equals minus 120. Then for loop 2, I1 times 21, minus I2 times quantity, 21 plus 3 plus 6, plus I3 times 6, equals 0. Simplifying. 21, I1, minus 30, I2 plus 6 I3 equals 0. For loop 3, I2 times 6, minus I3 times 6 plus 1.5, equals 105. 6 I2 minus 7.5 I3 equals 105. So we have these 3 equations. Solving it using determinants, we will have I1 equals minus 9450 over minus 945, which will result in 10 amperes. Next, for I2 equals minus 4725 over minus 945, which is equal to 5 amperes. Lastly, I3 equals minus 9450 over minus 945, which is equal to minus 10 amperes. Take note guys, that I3 is negative, which means that the loop of I3 should be counterclockwise instead of the assumed direction, which is clockwise. So for IA will be equal to I1 minus I2. Substituting the values we solved. IA equal to 10 minus 5, which will be equal to 5 amperes. And for IB it will be equal to I2 minus I3. Substituting the values. IB equal to 5 minus 10, which will result in 15 amperes. So P sub A equal to IA squared times R sub A. P sub A equal to 5 squared times 21, which is equal to 525 watts. For the P sub B equal to IB squared times R sub B. P sub B equal to 15 squared times 6, which is equal to 1350 watts.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. See you on my next vlog. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.